If you're a man over 50 watching this right now, there's a strong chance you've noticed a shift. Maybe it happened gradually. Maybe it surprised you. A change in firmness, a pause before intimacy, a quiet moment where you wondered if your body still responds the way it once did. You might not say it out loud, but inside the questions are real. Is this just aging? Is something wrong with me? Let me tell you something clearly from the beginning. You are not broken, and you are certainly not alone. My name is Dr. Sofia. I'm a board-certified urologist, and for more than 15 years, I've focused almost entirely on men's health. I've worked with thousands of men facing changes in circulation and erectile strength. I've seen the worry in their eyes, and I've also seen what happens when we address the root causes properly. One of the biggest myths is that declining blood flow is simply unavoidable. Yes, aging affects the body, but many of the factors influencing erectile quality are absolutely modifiable. Vascular health, inflammation, metabolic balance, and even acid-base regulation. And that's where bicarbonate enters the conversation. Let's start with something important. Erections are not just about desire. They are fundamentally a vascular event. They depend on healthy, flexible blood vessels. Inside your blood vessels is a thin lining called the endothelium. This layer determines whether vessels relax and open or tighten and restrict flow. When the body becomes slightly more acidic due to stress, poor diet, or metabolic changes, this lining can become irritated and less responsive. Sodium bicarbonate acts as a buffering agent. It helps neutralize excess metabolic acidity. By doing this, it may support a healthier environment for the endothelium to relax, and that relaxation matters. Because when vessels relax, nitric oxide can do its job. Nitric oxide is the signal that tells penile arteries to expand and fill with blood. In overly acidic conditions, nitric oxide can break down more quickly. Supporting a balanced internal environment may help protect that signal. Now let me be very clear. Bicarbonate is not Viagra. It does not force an erection. It does not override your system. Think of it as removing internal friction. It supports the conditions your body needs to function naturally. This also connects to prostate and pelvic health. Chronic low-grade acidity and inflammation may contribute to pelvic tension and nerve irritation. When that tension decreases, many men report improved comfort and better flow. A relaxed pelvic floor supports better vascular response. So how do you use it properly? The general approach is simple. 1/4 teaspoon of food-grade sodium bicarbonate in a large glass of water. Timing matters. Do not take it with meals. It can interfere with stomach acid needed for digestion. Take it on an empty stomach, ideally about 2 hours after dinner. Evening timing works well because this is when your body shifts into repair mode. During sleep, hormone production and vascular recovery increase. Supporting acid-base balance before rest may help create a better internal environment for that repair process. But this is very important. If you have high blood pressure, kidney disease, heart failure, or are on sodium-restricted plans, do not try this without speaking to your physician. Sodium intake matters. We support the cardiovascular system. We don't stress it. And remember, bicarbonate alone is not enough. You must also reduce what creates excess metabolic stress in the first place. That means cutting back on processed sugars, excessive red meat, and soda. These increase acid load and inflammation. Replace them with mineral-rich vegetables like spinach, kale, cucumber, and avocado. These provide magnesium and potassium, both essential for vascular relaxation. Magnesium in particular helps blood vessels physically relax. Many men are deficient without realizing it. Hydration is equally critical. Bicarbonate works in water. Dehydration thickens the blood and makes circulation harder. Drink consistently throughout the day. Now let's address the biggest silent destroyer of blood flow: stress. When you're under chronic stress, cortisol rises. Your body shifts into survival mode. In that state, blood is redirected away from the reproductive system. You cannot supplement your way out of constant fight or flight. You must actively switch it off. A simple 10-minute walk after dinner can dramatically help. It stabilizes blood sugar and burns off stress hormones. Pair this with slow diaphragmatic breathing. Deep inhale through the nose, slow exhale through the mouth. This signals safety to your nervous system and allows circulation to normalize. I've watched men transform their vascular health over weeks, not overnight, but steadily. One of the first signs of improvement is the return of consistent morning erections. That's often your body's way of saying the system is repairing during sleep. Even for men over 50 concerned about fertility, reducing oxidative stress and supporting circulation can improve sperm motility and overall reproductive function. The key is synergy. Bicarbonate supports, diet nourishes, movement activates, stress control protects. Together, they build the foundation. If this deeper explanation helped you understand what's really happening inside your body, subscribe. I'm building a comprehensive library focused entirely on men's health and long-term vitality. And if you've watched this far, comment the word vitality below. It tells me you're serious about taking control of your health. Aging is not decline, it's adaptation. And with the right support, strength, confidence, and function can absolutely remain part of your life. I'm Dr. Sofia. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.